Every thriving garden has a story, and that story begins beneath the soil. Welcome back to the Ground Up Method. I'm Master Gardener Steve at the Celtic Farm, and today we're uncovering secrets of the bedrock layer, the solid foundation that shapes everything above it. Today we're going to dive into the lowest level of the Ground Up Method, the bedrock layer. This is an often overlooked part of your garden that plays a vital role in soil health, water movement, and plant growth. Let's explore why it's so important and how you can work with it to create a thriving, healthy garden ecosystem. The bedrock layer is solid rock that lies beneath the soil and subsoil. It may seem inactive, but it's constantly weathering, releasing essential minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium into the soil. These minerals are critical for plant health, but the type of bedrock beneath your garden can also influence soil pH, water retention, and even the plants that will thrive. In the Ground Up Method, the bedrock layer is where it all begins. Think of it as the base of a cake. Everything else builds on it. Whether it's limestone, granite, sandstone, your bedrock influences the health of every layer above it. For example, limestone bedrock can create alkaline soils, ideal for plants like lavender and lilacs. Granite, on the other hand, often leads to acidic soil, perfect for blueberries or azaleas. Understanding your bedrock can help you choose plants that will thrive naturally or choose amendments to help grow other plants. Sometimes bedrock can present challenges, especially when it's close to the surface. Shallow bedrock can mean limited soil depth, poor drainage, and rapid runoff during heavy rains. These issues can make it hard for plants to establish deep roots, but with the right strategies, you can overcome these obstacles. Let me tell you about my garden and where I live and the property that I live on. It's decomposed granite as the bedrock. It's mineral rich, but very shallow, so if you dig a hole or try and plant a plant, when you get down to about 1.5 feet, 2 feet, you start to hit that decomposed granite layer, and it makes it really tough for plants to take root. We've faced water pooling in some areas and runoff in others. But by building up the soil, adding compost, creating raised beds, and choosing drought-tolerant plants, we've turned it into a thriving garden ecosystem and grown some really neat plants. This experience has taught me that no matter the challenges you have or the type of bedrock that you sit on, you can work with it and create a resilient, beautiful garden. So let's talk bioactivity. If you're not familiar with the Ground Up Method, it's the layer that spans all the other layers. The life and processes driven by microorganisms, plants, and animals, and these play a surprising role in breaking down the bedrock. Microbes release acids and enzymes that weather rock, dissolving minerals and enriching the soil. Even roots from plants penetrate and crack the rock, further aiding in its breakdown. This is what makes the Ground Up Method so powerful. It highlights the interconnected roles of every layer in your garden and helps you understand the course to health. Here's how you can make the most of your bedrock layer. First off, always test your soil to understand its basic pH and nutrient levels. Then you can add organic matter to improve soil structure and fertility. Build raised beds if shallow bedrock limits your root growth or you want to adjust the pH or content level of different minerals. Choose plants that are suited to your soil's natural conditions to have a thriving garden. Raised beds can be a game changer, as mentioned, especially in areas with shallow bedrock or compacted soil. They give your plants room to grow and improve drainage and nutrient availability. You can also use the no-till method, which is a way to build up the soil, which we've covered in other videos. A quick Master Gardener tip. Think of your bedrock as your hidden partner in your garden. It may be out of sight, but understanding its role, composition, you can build a stronger, healthier garden from the ground up. So in the Ground Up Method, the bedrock layer is just the beginning. It forms the foundation that every other layer sits on. In our next video, we'll move up to the soil layer where bioactivity really comes to life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to join us for the next step in Ground Up. Let's keep growing together and build a healthy garden.